Welcome back. I'm not afraid. Is there anything else you want to tell us before we...
Growing up with a sixth sense. Hi, I'm Michael McDonald, and this is Eastlink Magazine. Great news stories from across Nova Scotia on this edition of Eastlink Magazine. Here's a quick look at what's coming up. We visit a heavy metal artist who is becoming one of Nova Scotia's best. Then we're off to Halcon as it celebrates another successful year. We check out one of the top 100 public spaces in Canada and the United States. In sports, we're off to New Glasgow to check in on the week's major midgets. And for our cover story, a chat with a man who enjoys the company of ghosts. Come back to Eastlink Magazine. Well, ever since he was a young boy growing up in England, Walter Williams has had contact with spirits. From the haunted house he grew up in as a young child, to the sixth sense he frequently experiences. And since ghosts seem to enjoy his company, he's decided to track them down a bit more often. Here's Alexa McLean with our cover story.
The Colchester Historical Society is like any other museum, rich with exhibits and history. But when darkness falls, an eerie sensation comes with it, a sensation that Walter Williams finds fascinating.
As you can tell, I'm from England, which is a very haunted country. The house I grew up in was, as a child, very scary. Used to see things and hear things, didn't know what they were. And I was lying there one night and I heard a woman's voice calling my name, Walter. That scared me. I was only about 11. And then I thought, well, it must be somebody else in the street named Walter. And as soon as I had that thought, it changed to Walter Williams. I guess I've been trying to figure out what it's all about ever since then. If you can hear me, can you tell me your name? Your body dies, but your soul doesn't. And that's what's left. They can still have the same thoughts, they have the same feelings. They're just on a different plane than what we are. And this is why people can have interactions with spirits. They can feel them. They can walk into a room and their hair goes up on the back of their neck. That's because the essence of that person is probably still there. If you can hear me, can you tell me your name?
This building is about 110 years old. It was opened in 1901 to serve as the science building for teacher training. This was part of the normal college where people from all around Nova Scotia came to study. So over the years, there were quite a few people who came through the doors of this building.
Once the center of education in the province. Now an abandoned building with stories left untold. Stories that Walter and his team are eager to discover.
There is a story on the second floor, which used to be the chemical lab. There was a gentleman outside on some scaffolding that was doing some pointing work on the bricks. There was a tarp over the window to protect it from anything that might chip the window or crack the glass. He heard a tapping noise, so he moved the tarp away, and there in front of him was a grey-haired old lady with glasses on, waving at him.
The strangest things that I encounter here are the telephone in the elevator ringing randomly.
It's the great unknown. Some people, as you say, embrace ghost hunting and the spiritual world and all that sort of stuff. Others will flatly deny it, don't care, not interested. And it's only because it's the unknown.
Is this the only floor you're on, or do you go to all the other floors?
So after many requests
Is a grey-haired lady with the spectacles present in this room?
and a few infrared orbs,
That wasn't us.
the hunt continues for the museum's old lady. Because, after all,
Ghosts don't show up on demand.
from Truro, I'm Alexa McLean for Eastlink Magazine.